Hey guys, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Josh Wells. I've been going to CSF for a while now, and this is my story, my testimony. I want to start off by saying that the reason that I'm telling you guys this is so that I can glorify God through what He's done in my life. Without Him, this story would not have a happy ending, and so that's why I'm here telling you guys this. So I grew up in the church, and my family grew up in the church. I had a very strong Christian family, and so I was very involved. And I remember going to college when I went to Eastern Illinois University to start out. I remember when I went, I thought that my faith was strong enough. I thought that that everything was going to go fine. But immediately when I went there, I just fell into earthly temptations. I immediately started seeking out earthly things. Like I started partying immediately when I got there. Drugs became a daily part of my life when I was there. My freshman year, I was in several relationships that were not healthy. They were strictly sexual. There was nothing. There was no substance to them, and so I immediately fell really far. I realized later on that I had built my faith on a foundation of sand, and so when the world came calling, when I faced the world, it just all crumbled beneath me, and so I just immediately started. I didn't know what to do. I immediately started seeking out things in the world like drugs and alcohol, and that became my whole life. Probably within a year, I was an addict. I had to do drugs or drink every single day. I was miserable. I had my faith was destroyed, and that put me in just a horrible place in my life. So that I was just so miserable that drinking and drugs was something that I had to do just to drown out everything that I had gone through. But after that 2.5 years, I realized that I had to change something. Something had to change. I didn't want to keep living that way, so I decided to move back home and go to UIS. And what I didn't anticipate was that the drugs and alcohol followed me home. That whole lifestyle. I had lived in the world so long, in those earthly temptations so long, that was all I knew. And so I came home, and I was still an addict. And so, but God put people in my life, put things in my life that slowly started working me back to Him. It's amazing now that I look back on it. I know I didn't realize at the time. People like Gretchen, who first introduced me to Christian Student Fellowship, first invited me to come here. And I remember when I first came here, I wanted to get involved right away. Because I knew that I was missing something. I knew that I was seeking something, and that I knew that I could find it here, but I was still very much into the drugs and alcohol, and so I didn't get nearly involved as I should have. And kind of what I did do was kind of half-hearted, just because I wanted to be involved here, but I wanted to continue my lifestyle. But eventually God just kept working in my heart through people like David, through people like Alex, that just continued to invest in me, and opened up a door for me to go to rehab. That was about 6 months ago. I spent 21 days in rehab. I dropped out of the whole semester just so I could do that. That was because I just knew that I needed to get clean, and so I did that. And so basically, from that time, it's basically just been me trying to get my faith back, trying to get back to God. I realized that longing that I had always had, for that longing to belong, that longing for those earthly things, that was all, it didn't mean anything. What I had really been longing for was relationship with God. And so, as I've been able to get back to God, I've realized that the more I work towards being closer to God, and the more I'm in fellowship, the more I'm in Scripture, the more I pray, the more I long for more of that. It's kind of amazing how God works in that way. So that's where I'm at now. I'm trying to just be in relationship with Him as much as I can. I'm trying to work towards that every day. You know, now that I can't tell you how much better it feels, how much better I feel. You know, we're gonna be talking about the prodigal son, and just how it's amazing when I think about just how he says to his dad, you know, I'm not worthy to be your son anymore. And that's how I felt. You know, God, I'm not worthy to be your son. I'm not worthy to be your child anymore. But He said, I don't care. You're still my child, and I want to use you. I still want to use you. And that, to me, that's the greatest thing ever, that I'm still loved by God.